Okay, everyone. Hey, how we doing? It is, what is it, Wednesday? It's a Wednesday. My name is Nick Baldwin, co-founder of Lab Coat Agents, and we've got Paolo here from your Tube team. And today we're going to talk about YouTube and why YouTube is better than every other social media platform in 2026. Most agents are posting on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook every week, but still relying on paid leads to survive. And the problem is it's not their effort, it's their leverage. So in this webinar, Paolo, who's here with me today from your Tube team, we're going to break down why YouTube has quietly become the most powerful platform for real estate agents heading into 2026 and why no other social platform comes close in terms of lead quality, longevity, and trust. So Paolo, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you for having me, and I appreciate everyone hopping on this.
Yeah, and in the chat, let us know where you're from, and also drop any questions or comments in the chat as the webinar goes on, and we will get to you in due time. So do you want to get it going, Paolo? Do you have a presentation you want to jump into, and then we'll take it from there?
Yeah, just wanted to thank everyone for coming. I'll present like a document that I created that compares YouTube versus other social media. And if you guys have any questions, just put them on the chat.
Yeah, let us know. I'll be monitoring that.
Cool.
So you know how to share your screen?
Yeah. Okay, perfect.
There we go. Yep, I can see it.
Okay, great. But yeah, I'll be going over this presentation. But first, I'll just be going over our background and some results that we've produced for clients, because I've gone on dozens of meetings with some of you from LabCoat, and they've been great. And one of the main things everybody asks me is they just want to see proof of results. So I'll just show proof of results throughout this presentation. I did also try running some of this through ChatGPT, and just to see what it came up with. And I kind of just scrapped everything and started from scratch, because I don't want to give you guys something that you could just find on ChatGPT. So yeah, just a quick background on us. We've helped over 100 agents with their YouTube channel. We've created over 2,000 videos, and we've generated millions in GCI for our clients, directly attributable to YouTube. And just some results that we got in 2025. We've generated over 4,000 YouTube leads for our clients in 2025. And this number doesn't even include the direct reach outs, emails, and texts that our clients receive from viewers who found them organically on YouTube.
Right. Those 4,000 are people that came in through like a lead magnet.
Yeah. So when they fill out a guide, we also send it to our master client lead database.
Got it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably like 6,000, probably, if you were to guess.
It's definitely over 4K. But yeah, a lot of the agents that we've worked with for years are still generating business from evergreen videos that they made in like 2022, 2023, and 2024.
Yeah, then, for sure.
Yeah, here's just proof of that. I didn't want to share all of their emails and numbers. That wouldn't be good. But yeah, this is the leads all the way from January 2025 to December 2025.
That's a lot. Okay.
But yeah, I'm going to go over 5 reasons why YouTube dominates every other platform, and I'm going to be answering these questions. So I'm going to start off with search intent. So which platform has the highest search intent? And then I'll go over posting frequency, how often you need to post on other platforms. And then I'll go over shelf life. So how long the videos actually last on each platform. And then I'll go over trust and relatability, what platform builds the most trust, and lead quality. So how do leads compare with YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook? And disclaimer, I want to be clear, I'm not saying social media doesn't generate business. We work with plenty of agents that generate business from social media. I'm just going to make the case that YouTube is better. And I may be biased because I only do YouTube for real estate. And yeah, this is just a cool visual. I had ChatGPT make this though.
Yeah, that's a cool one. You didn't draw that yourself?
I wish I did.
That's a good one.
Cool. Also, just keep in mind, whether you decide to go YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok, just remember the worst thing you could do is none of them. So at least pick one of them. So reason number 1, YouTube search has higher intent than other social media platforms. So the reality of the search engine is Google is the #1 search engine in the world. Google owns YouTube. So YouTube is actually the second largest search engine globally. And it's specifically built for the kind of content that converts real estate prospects into clients. So if you guys have your phone on you, which I hope you do, you're real estate agents, and you type in your city and real estate and see what pops up on Instagram. Usually it's a lot of like home tours, right? They're not really talking about the area, like the pros and cons and the neighborhoods. So yeah, if you go on Instagram right now and you type in your city real estate, you'll be able to see the content that's come up. And they're usually about like 30 seconds to 3 minutes. With YouTube, it's a little bit different. The main difference is like if a family is moving, let's say from California to Nevada, they're not opening up Bing or Yahoo. They're going straight to Google or YouTube or ChatGPT because they want answers and they want visual context. They want to see what the new city looks like. They're researching school districts, commute times, neighborhoods. Social media, the main difference is it shows content to people who didn't really ask for it. So the algorithm just keeps showing you different content, and YouTube shows content to people who search for it. And that's a game changer. So, yeah. And I'm sure like with Instagram, I've experienced this many times. You just start doom scrolling and, you know, before you know it, you're like doom scrolling for like 30 minutes. YouTube, you actively have to search for the content that you want to watch. And the main difference is you're already having these conversations with clients every single day. Now you're just pressing record and scaling your expertise to reach thousands of qualified prospects. So you want to be able to reach your ideal buyer or seller by creating long form content on YouTube versus short form content on other platforms. And same thing, now try the same exact search on YouTube. So if you type in your city and then real estate or moving to your city on YouTube, you could pull it up on another browser or you could pull it up on your phone. You'll find different videos. You'll find pros and cons videos, neighborhood deep dives, and comprehensive market analysis. So these are already conversations that you're having with your clients. You're just doing it at scale with YouTube. And I'll show you some actual examples. You can actually rank on Google with YouTube videos. This is a video we made for a client in August 4, 2023. And it's moving from California to Arkansas. I actually pulled this up yesterday on Incognito, and it's still ranking on the first page after 2 years. Typically with social media, this doesn't really happen too much. You know, it's kind of, it goes away after like a week or so. These are some other examples, YouTube search and Google search. This was actually posted on the LabCoat group. This is one of our clients, Jennifer, and she actually posted this herself. So this topic, why is everyone moving away from San Diego? I think we had talked about this, Nick, with Tristan.
Yeah, it's a good video.
Mm-hmm. This is a really great topic to do at the time she did it. It got 124,000 views, and it's still, where it says VPD, still getting 4,000 views a day. Wow. Every single day since it was posted. So it's very high leverage. And as you can see, she just signed a $2 million triplex in San Diego from this one video. And the reason this topic worked is we looked up Google Trends and we saw that a lot of people were leaving San Diego. So we ended up giving her a topic. It ended up going pretty viral. And yeah, she signed a $2 million triplex. But the duration of the video, you could see it's around 12 minutes. Usually that gives a lot more time to get people to know, like, and trust the video version of you. Whereas social media, like I said, it's usually like anywhere from 30 seconds to 3 minutes. So that's what I really like about YouTube versus other social media platforms. Reason number 2, so the posting frequency. So work smarter, not harder. For TikTok and Instagram, the algorithm demands constant posting. So a lot of agents that I personally know are posting like 7 days a week, twice a day. That's like 14 pieces of content that you need to create just to stay visible. Just think, how many 1-minute reels would it take for someone to trust you enough to help them buy or sell a home? Like I said, I'm not saying social media doesn't work. It just takes a lot more frequency of posting rather than YouTube. This is just an example I found. And if you do the math,
I was going to say you'd have to post. I mean, if you wanted to do, like, your client Jen made a 12-minute video, and it got 127,000 views in 3 weeks, you'd have to make 12 1-minute videos, which is a heck of a lot more work. You know what I'm saying? Than shooting one 12-minute video.
Yeah, definitely. It is a lot more work creating 12 pieces of individual content rather than one long form video. And as far as the math on engagement time, to get a full hour of FaceTime with a prospect through social media, you need to create 60 separate 1-minute reels. That's 2 months of daily double posting, assuming they even watch everything that you create. With YouTube, if you flip the script, if somebody watches just 4 of your 15-minute YouTube videos, they've spent an hour with you. So 4 videos versus 60 1-minute reels. Yeah, that's 1 video per week that you need to produce. 1 focused, valuable piece of long-form content that does the heavy lifting. So just ask yourself, which sounds more sustainable to you? You know, creating 1 thoughtful, comprehensive video a week, or churning out 14 short-form pieces that disappear into the algorithm.
I found it to be so. I mean, I'm obviously doing YouTube now too for probably more than I started about 3-4 months ago. We're going to talk about that later. But yeah, I just record 1 script a week and I'm good. And like my older videos are actually getting more views, you know, now that they're 3-4 months old. They're just continuously racking up views, you know, from the past, which is like that doesn't happen on Instagram. If you don't hit right away on Instagram, it gets buried, you know?
That's a very good point. And your channel compounds over time. So videos that you made like 3 months ago, in some cases years ago, can still generate you like views and leads.
Yeah.
Yeah, just ask yourself, like, if you put yourself in the shoes of your ideal client, which platform would build the most trust and provide more value? I actually provided an example of another client, a YouTube channel that we manage. If you take a look at these topics, he's selling on the location itself. So it's not just generic home tours that you see on Instagram or TikTok. It's very high intent topics. So for example, everything you need to know about relocating to Southeast Columbia. Or if you're relocating to Columbia, South Carolina, watch this. Although there are some home tours, like for example, the hottest new construction homes, there's a market update here. The videos are a lot longer. Like for example, this the one about the hottest new construction homes, this one's 33 minutes.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not saying,
long.
yeah, it's very long. I'm not saying that 33
It got
minutes.
almost 1,000 views. It had almost 1,000 views though.
Yeah, and it's still getting views to this day. And yeah, I'll say 30 minutes. It's not really necessary. It does build a lot more like know, like, and trust. But you can start off with like 8 to 15 minutes. Just I wouldn't, if you're posting on YouTube, I wouldn't shoot videos that are like under 5 minutes. So usually I'd say around 8 to 15. And yeah, pros and cons, the truth about like what locals really think about the area. So if you were like in the shoes of your ideal client, what do you think would provide more value? You know, these types of topics, or just posting 60 reels on Instagram? Reason number 3, Nick, I think you touched on this earlier, but the shelf life. How long will your content last on the platform? I always like to say, would you rather rent or buy? That's a fundamental question when choosing your content platform. Social media, I like to think of it more as like renting. You're constantly paying with time and effort. And the moment you stop, everything pretty much disappears. YouTube, like you had mentioned, Nick, you created the video 3 months ago that's still getting views, still getting leads to this day. So YouTube, I like to see it as buying digital real estate that appreciates over time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, we're not saying not to do these platforms. We're just saying like, if you really want to have longevity, YouTube is the way to go.
Yeah, definitely. If you want a more like evergreen approach. Yeah. As far as TikTok goes, videos disappear from feeds within days. Algorithm moves on quickly and your content becomes virtually invisible. I mean, you still can rank for certain things, but TikTok, you have to follow a ton of trends. With Instagram, posts rarely maintain relevance beyond a few weeks, maybe a month if you're lucky. The feed moves very fast, and you know, you don't really get hit up from posts that you made a year ago. Whereas YouTube, you can watch a video from a year ago and still reach out and say, "Oh, I watched your video from last year. I really liked it. I'm looking to buy a home."
Yeah.
Facebook paid ads. Comment on the chat if you've tried paid Facebook lead generation. From what I've heard from many other agents, maybe 1 out of every 3 were remotely qualified. You'd call them and
that's being generous. 1 out of every 3.
Yeah, you'd call them and they'd ask like, "Who is this?"
What? I didn't click anything.
Yeah. Facebook organic, I like a lot better. It can be effective and build a lot of trust. LabCode's done an amazing job with this over the past 10 years. But yeah, just think, has anyone ever reached out to you from a post that you made 2 years ago on Facebook? Whereas YouTube, videos you create today can generate qualified leads for the next 3 to 5 years if done properly. So you're still posting content on YouTube. It's just a much different outcome. The compound effect of YouTube, agents who built YouTube channels 5 years ago are still winning today. It works 24/7. It could generate you inbound leads while you sleep. Social media platforms, they punish you for stopping. So if you stop for many months, it won't, your content won't get shown in the algorithm as much. But YouTube really rewards you for consistency that you do once, and then it keeps paying dividends on that. These are just some examples of client accounts and the compounding growth of YouTube. I think I showed this on the other webinar, but these are some client accounts in 2025. For example, one of them got 147,000 views, 261,000 views, both 1,000 subscribers, new eyeballs watching their channel, 290,000 views, 537,000 views.
Wow.
Yeah, we see agents getting leads from videos they posted like 3 years ago. These aren't just market updates, they're more evergreen content. So like the example I'd shown you earlier, like everything you need to know about relocating to the specific area, we see those topics do very well.
I also want to say, like, everyone focuses on subscribers, and subscribers really don't matter as much. You know what I'm saying? They just really don't. I mean, it's always going to be like, most people watch your videos are not going to subscribe. But so we're seeing like these, 290,000 views and only 2.9 thousand subscribers. People are like, well, that's not a lot of subscribers, but the subscribers don't really matter, right? They're getting a lot of watch hours and views.
Yeah, it's about the quality of the content that you put out, and overall just the leads and closings, because that's all that matters. The views and subscribers, they're kind of vanity metrics. We just focus on the leads and the closings from these leads.
Right. And like, my videos don't have tens of thousands of views yet, but they're getting leads, which is what we really want.
You had mentioned you have like a pipeline of like 10 different buyers.
I think we have 10 or 12, like, pretty, I think there's like 10 or 12 pretty like people that we're talking to.
That's awesome.
Another
thing, feel free to email me for this complete PDF presentation. Paolo@yourtubeteam.com. Reason number 4, trust and relatability from stranger to their agent. So building trust isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. All different platforms excel at different types of connection. So I just kind of want to break down how each platform builds or fails to build the kind of deep trust that helps you close real estate transactions. Facebook does very, very well at building a personal connection and relatability. So you could build genuine trust through like consistent community engagement, personal stories, and local presence, but it does require constant nurturing. And organic reach tends to decline year after year if you're not consistent. Instagram and TikTok, if you post every single day, algorithm will favor you. You could definitely build a ton of trust through Instagram and TikTok. But like I said, it's not as evergreen as YouTube. YouTube is kind of like sitting down and catching up with a friend over a cup of coffee. It's a lot more intimate, it's focused, has a lot of substance. When people watch a 15-minute video of yours, they get to know, like, and trust the video version of you.
There is a question in the chat. I don't know if you're getting to it later or not. From Ronald.
Yeah.
Are there statistics about, how this translates into clients or leads or, GCI, do you have, and I don't know, sometimes you put that in later, like pipelines and how long it takes to get a lead and that type of stuff. Do you have that later on?
Yeah, I have a ton of that.
Okay,
so it's like towards the end of the presentation.
Sit tight, Ronald. We'll get to your question. You'll get an answer to it.
Also, we like on our website, we have a ton of like video testimonials of agents that show how many deals that they've closed from YouTube. But yeah, I'll go over that a little bit later. As far as teaching at scale through YouTube, you could teach your potential buyers or sellers about the cost of living, the pros and cons of the neighborhoods, the best school districts, and everything they need to know about the market. You're having these exact conversations every single day already. The only difference is you're hitting record, and now it's scalable. So like I said, you're already having these conversations. And when you make a video once, it could be shown to not only your current clients to nurture them, but potential clients. So that's a huge leverage. And as far as the trust goes, when somebody watches you for 8, 10, 15, 30 minutes straight, something shifts, right? You're no longer an agent, you're their agent. And they're kind of making that mental commitment before they pick up the phone. Like the leads that you've gotten, Nick, like people, they feel like they already know you, right? Like through the YouTube.
Yeah, I was having a really good conversation yesterday or 2 days ago with a girl from New York.
Mm-hmm.
We were just texting. That's what she preferred to do, but it went on for a while, probably like 30, 45 minutes. I've met people from California that flew out to look at homes. Someone from like India who's looking to relocate. I mean, it's crazy. It's like people all over the world are finding the videos.
That's awesome. And you're able to show them the houses, the ones from California?
They came out to look at houses, so I actually did meet them.
Awesome.
But they're not moving here until May. So they came out in December to get a lay of the land. So it was more of like an area tour just to get to know them. But then when they come out in May, they're going to end up buying something. So I've obviously kept in touch with them.
That's great. And then you can continue to nurture them until May with your YouTube videos.
Well, the great thing is, like, every time I post a new video, I send it to them, you know?
Oh, that's awesome.
So that's a cool thing too. Like, you can always send, like a lot of times, like yesterday or the day before, the girl I was texting with had a question about how much things cost, like cost of living. And I happened to have a video about the cost of living in Michigan. So I said, hey, instead of me texting you a whole long story about it, I'm just going to send you this video that it's 10 minutes and it talks about the cost of living in Michigan. She's like, oh, that'd be so great. So like you almost have a video for every question. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like a huge Q&A library, right?
Yeah. So then they watch that and then they ask you questions about that. It just keeps going.
Great. Yeah, these are the examples of client leads turning into closings. For example, this was like 3 months in. She got her first YouTube closing of the year. Another one of our clients hit 1,000 subscribers. They had a few
that's huge.
5 active buyers. So it's very evergreen. And then this is from last year. We have 3 potential 2026 deals from YouTube, 1 in contract already, from videos that we did last year that are transferring to this year. Because with YouTube, you know, they may not be ready to buy. Well, from anywhere really, they may not be ready to buy in like 3 or 6 or 12 months, but you want to consistently nurture them. And if you don't have like a follow-up sequence through email, I think YouTube is the best option. Reason number 5, so the lead quality. This is the ultimate differentiator. So not all leads are created equal. In fact, most leads from other sources kind of waste time. Like I had mentioned, like Facebook leads, paid Facebook leads, in my opinion, waste a ton of time. So yeah, I'll just talk about lead quality across platforms and why YouTube leads are in a category of their own. TikTok leads, honestly, I have no idea. If you guys,
I don't know either. I've never run sponsored ads on TikTok.
Yeah, I don't know about TikTok organic or paid. So if any of you guys have any insight on that, I'd love to hear on the chat. So yeah, I can't.
I've heard people get organically like messages, but it's not like a consistent thing. It's like once in a while, you know?
Yeah. But I know there are agents definitely killing it on TikTok.
Yeah, for sure.
Facebook paid leads, I'd say you're better off just using Zillow or cold calling because
I mean, Zillow leads are better than Facebook leads, or realtor.com leads are better than Facebook leads. Facebook leads, the thing with Facebook leads, and I've talked a lot about Facebook leads, they're very top of funnel.
Yeah,
so they take a very long time, and you need to generate hundreds to talk to one person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very rare that I speak with agents that that are happy with the leads they get from Facebook paid. Instagram leads, the quality is rating is around good to great. So if you do crack like the Instagram algorithm, amazing leads from what I hear. So they can generate quality leads if you're posting consistently and building authentic like engagement. But like I had mentioned earlier, the frequency requirement is can be quite exhausting, and the leads still need a ton of nurturing. YouTube leads, in my opinion, they're exceptional. If prospects watch one of your videos about moving to the area, they'll typically watch multiple videos. So yeah, they're self-educating, they're self-qualifying, and yeah, people will reach out to you directly. So the main ways that you get leads from YouTube is they'll reach out directly through call, text, and email. And the second way is if you provide something of value, like some type of relocation guide, like we do for Nick. But yeah, as far as the advantages, the pre-qualified advantage. So the people who binge watch your YouTube videos, they already know your style, your market expertise, your process, your personality. And yeah, they get to know, like, and trust the video version of you before they even reach out. So they spend a ton of time with you, and it kind of changes everything when they do reach out. So that means a lot fewer tire kickers because they've already watched a ton of your content, and yeah, fewer objections about like commission. Overall, we just see YouTube leads a lot better. And also, you don't convince them, they convince themselves. That's the magic of YouTube leads. By the time they contact you, they already decide that you're more than likely the agent that they're going to go with. So your content already does a lot of the heavy lifting. Although you do still need to nurture them, either with like an email drip campaign or your YouTube videos or texting or calling. But yeah, your videos do a lot of the heavy lifting. And sometimes when you get calls from YouTube, it's not about convincing them to work with you. It's about like the logistics, the timeline, the next steps. Like you had mentioned, Nick, earlier, when somebody flew in from California to see you, it's more of like logistics rather than why should I go with you?
Yeah, I'm just looking for my watch time. Okay, so my average, oh no, that was only one video. I'm trying to find my average watch time for everything. I can't seem to find it. Do you know where that would be? I'm just looking around.
Oh yeah, I can show you on YouTube Studio after. But as far as, yeah, these are real client success stories. I showed this on the last webinar. One of our clients got 21 million in her pipeline from YouTube, attributable to YouTube. You can see it from the messages here. Another one got closed 20 deals last year from YouTube. The year before that was 30. And yeah, as far as our services, if you did want more of like a done for you service and you don't want to spend like 10 hours a week on your YouTube channel, then we actually have a done for you service, and just want to be transparent about who our services work for and who they don't. So as far as short-term expectation, if you're expecting leads under 2 months, this may not be the best for you. YouTube is a long game. It's a digital asset that you own, at least your videos over time. If you're looking for YouTube paid, we don't do paid. Everything that we do is organic. If you don't feel like you can consistently post week over week, at least long form content, 8 to 10 minutes, then yeah, our services may not be the best fit. As far as who it is for, long-term thinkers, so agents who believe in YouTube as a platform and understand the power of compound growth over many years. If you already do have a YouTube channel, we usually do the best for these clients. If you're posting on YouTube but getting little to no leads because of strategy, we could help with that. Independent agents that are using Zillow, if you want to build up a lead generation source that generates leads while you sleep, this is a good fit for you. And yeah, as far as our services and pricing, yeah, just feel free to book a call if you are interested. I'll just quickly breeze through this, but yeah, I'll go ahead and send this PDF to everybody who emails me. But yeah, what you'll get with our service, we'll edit 4 videos, we'll manage your whole channel, we'll do the thumbnails, the SEO, we'll cover weekly analytics, we'll send that to you. We'll create you custom lead magnets, landing pages, and branding for your channel. And as far as the packages that we have a standard package for $13.50 a month and a premium package for $2,600 a month. And if you pay quarterly or annually, then you actually save money. And on top of this, you get a 20% discount off of any package that you choose. This is our way of supporting LabCoat. Really appreciate you guys and appreciate you guys hopping on this webinar. So yeah, if you did want to book a strategy call directly with me, feel free to book using the link.
Yeah, so some of my, hey, Lydia, we're not going to email you directly, but if you email Paolo at yourtubeteam.com, he'll send it over to you. So Paolo at yourtubeteam.com. There was about 300 people that registered for today, so we can't send it to everyone, but you can send it to email Paolo and he'll get it to you. I found some of my analytics on my channel because my channel is only like 3 months old. October, November, December. Yeah, I'm in my 3rd month right now. So I've got 250. I have 250 watch hours, which is pretty good, I think.
Yeah, that's great for 3 months.
Let's see. My average watch time is about 5 minutes, which is good because my videos are about 10 minutes. So They're watching about 50% of the video on average. Is it good? 56,000 impressions. Is that good? I don't even know.
Depends on the video. Like
That's
you
just
bring up a good
overall.
point. Yeah, you bring up a good point. Yeah, that's great. You bring up a good point with the average view duration, like of your video. It's like around like 50%. That's why longer videos typically do best, because if you create like, a 20-minute video and they watch halfway through, then YouTube sees, okay, they're spending 10 minutes on the platform. Let's push their content a lot more. Whereas if you're creating a 5-minute video and they watch halfway through, then they're only watching like 2 minutes of your content. So YouTube's like, oh, okay, they may not think this is a good video. Let's not push it out. So yeah, average view duration, very, very important metric on YouTube.
Yeah, so they're watching about 50% of the video on average. But that depends on the video too. My most successful video, The Truth About the Cost of Living in Michigan, that one has about 1,000 views. That's my most successful one so far, which is interesting. I find it to be. Don't you? Don't you think that's interesting?
Yeah.
That would be, I don't know, people are just curious how much it costs to live here. I wonder what they're searching to come across that.
Yeah, we
That'd
can
be
look up
cool.
like Google Trends, because Google Trends is a great way to look too. Like I'd shown earlier, the leaving San Diego. I didn't think people would leave San Diego. It's a beautiful place, but apparently a lot of people were, and the video, there's a lot of people, kind of went viral, got like over 100,000 views. So
I got 20 subscribers from that video. Oh, there's 24 people watching it right now. That's pretty cool to know that. Don't you think?
yeah, that's great.
To see how many people actually watch the video right now. 24 people. That's
You see
cool.
that? While we're on a webinar, there's 20 people that are that are getting nurtured through your video.
Yeah,
Great.
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what's so cool about it.
Mhm.
So yeah, so I've been doing it for about 3 months. I haven't had any closings yet, but I got a good pipeline. And because I got into it in October. It started getting to the Thanksgiving and the holidays, and a lot of the people that come across my videos are out of state. So there's been a handful of people, that maybe one or two, that were within the state of Michigan, but a lot of them are out of state, so it might take a little bit longer.
Mhm.
But I already did meet the very first lead that came in, was the one from California that I actually met in person and spent a weekend with them. So, and it's cool to kind of ask them what video they came across that made them reach out.
Mhm.
And it's fun to know like what video they found that they liked enough to reach out to you, you know.
Yeah.
And let's talk about the different ways people can reach out. So they can reach out obviously by calling, texting, emailing, or you have a lead funnel or a lead magnet. So you're
Yeah.
giving away a relocation guide. Mine's about 16 pages. You guys created it. It talks about everything from like neighborhoods and school systems and job opportunities, companies that are stationed in Michigan, cost of living breakdowns, how much car insurance costs on average, all of these things in the breakdown. So
Mhm.
when you say, hey, you stop the video in the middle of a video and you're like, hey, don't forget to download my relocation guide. It'll save you hours of Googling, blah, blah, blah. The link is in the description or it's in the first comment. That's how people typically reach out. And then you text them or call them or email them. Usually I send a text making sure they got it.
Mhm.
Sometimes they did, sometimes they didn't. If they didn't, it usually means it just went to their spam folder. But it's
Mhm.
a great opportunity to just send it again and have more of a conversation.
Yeah, that's typically the process. They're watching like a 15-minute video of yours. They're getting value from the video, and then they download a free guide. So they get value from the guide, and then something that you want to do is you want to send the lead, or you want to reach out to the lead right away. So call, text, email the lead that comes in. So not only are they getting value from the video, they're getting value from the lead, the guide that they download, and they're getting a call from you. So that just separates you amongst like a lot of other creators on YouTube who don't offer the guide and who don't reach out right away. So that's just a pro tip as far as lead conversions on YouTube.
Yeah, I could show, if you guys are interested. Where did it just go? If you're interested, I can show you what the guide looks like. Let me know in the chat if you're interested in seeing what the relocation guide looks like, because I'm happy to show it to you guys. I just pulled it up and now I don't know where I put it. Is this it? Let me see. Can I share my screen and pull this up? All right, let's see what happens here. Share screen. That's not it. How do you? Hold on. I'm trying to get my relocation guide open. And I think I figured it out. I think if I do this, nope, that doesn't do it. How come I can't? Wait, hold on. Can I upload it? Oh yeah, I can upload it. Upload file. Here it is. Oh, it's too big. Dang it. I can't share it. It won't let me.
I can show you guys an example of one.
Oh yeah, show us an example instead of me just fumbling around on my computer.
But if you guys please don't sign up for the landing page because he's gonna get the notification.
Don't show them the landing page.
Oh, okay. I'll show them just the actual.
I don't know why this wouldn't let me. Well, I can tell you what it has. So mine has about school systems, hospitals, top employers, cost of living breakdown, different neighborhoods in Oakland County where I live, what it's like in the different seasons, things to do, benefits of living here. Yeah, so lots of cool stuff.
Okay, I'll share just a quick snippet of the guide for one of the videos. Okay. Yeah, so for example, this topic, my top 5 areas for living in Albuquerque.
I can't see anything. Oh, there we go. No, I didn't see that. Leslie, no, we're not going to send you the relocation guide, but we're going to show you what it looks like.
Yeah, so this is a call to action, and it just shows a quick snippet of the guide.
Far Northeast Heights. I've put together a comprehensive relocation guide that'll show you all the hot spots and tips and tricks for making the move to New Mexico's largest city. I'm offering it to you for free.
So you see, we talk about the healthcare, neighborhoods, top employers. There's a moving visual, so it shows them just enough for them to pique their interest to download the guide.
Does this guy have 855,000 views? Oh, on the channel, not just that video, right?
Not exactly.
855,000 views.
Oh yeah, on the full channel, yeah. I wish on the video, that'd be great.
That's crazy. All right, so if people want more info, hey Young, can you just post that QR code back up real quick? Scan the QR code. I use your Tube Team for my videos and I love it. It keeps me also keeps me accountable to continuously create the videos because their team reaches out and they're like, hey Nick, you didn't do your video this week. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta do that. But yeah, so I got them doing all the heavy lifting with the editing because I can't be bothered. And the thumbnails, and they help me with the scripts, and you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. But you do look like an expert. I mean, you're already an expert, but you look like even more of an expert. And it's funny because I'm learning a lot about Michigan that I didn't know from the scripts we're writing. Yeah,
I'm learning a lot from your channel. I didn't know that.
Nice.
People moving from Texas to Michigan. I didn't know that either.
Yeah, so I did a moving from Texas to Michigan video, and that got me a couple leads too. Who knew that people were moving from Texas to Michigan?
Not me.
So yeah, so go scan the QR code or just go to yourtubeteam.com. You can watch a bunch of testimonials there. There's a bunch of videos and shows real success stories from their clients. One of my friends, Kimberly Meserve, is one of the first videos. She's in Boston. She's got a big pipeline of about 10 million, I think, at this point from leads that have come in and people she's talking to.
Actually, 30 million.
Stop it. Really? Oh my God. Well, she's been doing it for a year. I got to catch up.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we have if you guys have any questions, feel free to email me directly, Paolo at yourtubeteam. Happy to answer any questions that you have, and to show you even more results on top of the testimonials. We just have a ton of data. So yeah, definitely happy to help with anything.
Thanks. All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. See you on the next webinar.
Thank you, guys.